Hello, guten Tag. This is Fred from metalops.com and Metalops TV in France. I have a guest. It's an honor to have, he's going to introduce himself, a member of Crematory, a legend of gothic metal in Germany and in Europe. So could you introduce yourself? What's your name and what do you do for new people who don't know you maybe on Earth?
Yeah. Hello, welcome to France. Here is Markus, the drummer of Crematory,
Yeah.
and the manager since the beginning of the band. And
1991.
yeah,
Oh.
1991 we formed the band. Yes.
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah. I can say a few months ago, I interviewed Nardblut. They exist since 10 years in Germany. Nardblut, German band. And when we speak about gothic gothic metal, yes, you are the reference in general since the 90s
Yeah.
in Germany.
Yeah, when we start 91, we start as a melodic death metal band.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And for the second album, also for the first one,
Yeah.
we try to use some keyboards.
Yeah.
And and then we develop our style from album to album.
You are
And
sound.
latestly at Illusions with Tears of Time,
Yeah, Tears of Time.
It was fixed. Then we make a new category, the press here in Germany.
Yeah.
It starts at first with melodic death metal, and then a new category was born called gothic metal. And there were bands like Paradise Lost, Tiamat, and Crematory. We were the first in Germany. We did this style.
Yeah. It was new, and you developed your style, your sound, and you are still here. And you make like AC/DC in hard rock. You make your style, and you are still here, and that's impressive because nowadays there are a lot of new bands, new acts, new things, new songs every day. But how many bands will be here in 10 days, in 10 years, excuse me, because people use to listen music differently, and the time has changed. But you are still here, and that's awesome.
Yeah, we are really thankful for this
With
because
fans.
Because Crematory exists since 34 years, and now we did our 17th album. When we start with the band, it was a big dream what we reached now with Crematory. We never thought about this what happened till now. And we are really thankful for this, because this shows us that we have real good fans who support us since many years all over the world. And this is the reason why we can record new albums, why we can go on tour. We play Wacken or other big festivals again. And we are really thankful for this, that we get this great support from our fans.
Yeah. So you make my transition. You are going to release in May in Raw Rising Phoenix Music your new album. It's called Destination. And 17th studio album. It's awesome. And live in Wacken, etc. So so I have a question. You are not fed up with the time or with you change of label. You stopped with Napalm Records after Inglorious Bastard. Inglorious Darkness. Inglorious Bastard is a movie from Tarantino. Inglorious Darkness released in 2022, and it was the last album with Napalm Records. And now you are back on a new label. You also were published at first with Massacre Records. You were on the Nuclear Blast Records, a big label, German label, and so the new one, Rising Phoenix Music. You are not fed up of music business with the time, and you don't say, "Oh, I'm going to make my own stuff to launch my own label, and I will be independent." No, you are not fed up of music business with the time.
I thought about this in the past, but I met Jochen, the CEO of Reigning Phoenix and Rock of Angels in Wacken 2 years ago. And he asked me, at this time he was by Soul Food and AFM. And he asked me, Marco, I met him since a long time, and we had a nice conversation. And he asked me, you are by Napalm. When is the contract finished? Yeah, I'm interested in Crematory. And I told him, yeah, the contract is finished because I'm also the manager of the band.
Yeah.
And I only make short contracts. Yeah. And he said me, can I call you in 3 months because new things are happened? We get a new label, and I'm very interested in Crematory. And I said, okay, I wait. I have no trouble. And then at the 1st of December, he called me and said, we have a new record company. It's called Raining Phoenix Music. And a lot of the old Nuclear Blast people switched to Raining Phoenix, for example.
King.
Yeah, also the members which are working there, Markus Woskin, for example, Ute Linhardt, Iris Banota, Sweeney, all these guys which worked by Nuclear Blast when we were there in the end of the 90s are now by Raining Phoenix. And these are also good friends of us. And they said, it's perfect. And then I make a completely new deal with Jochen, not only for the next 2 new records. I sold him also all back catalog albums.
Okay.
Yeah, that means this is the reason why we also release a 18.
Yeah, a box. Yeah, with a new one. Yeah, it's awesome with a bonus
new
tracks.
album and 17 old albums. And it starts in June. Every month came an old record as CD, as vinyl, and digital.
Yeah.
Completely from June, every month, all the old albums.
Crematory.
And I make a completely deal with him. Yeah, and everything fits. And this is the reason why we are now again. And I know Jochen since 25 years. When she starts by Intercord, at this time I know him. And yeah, we are all good friends. We know us very well since many years. And till this time, we work perfectly together.
Okay, good. So these albums, this 16 previous album will be remastered or not? Not just a reshoot.
It was a lot of work. All albums are digital remastered.
Wow. Okay.
All albums get completely new layouts.
Okay.
Yeah, and plus vinyl, a double LPs, vinyl. Yeah. Everything also separate master, separate layout. It was a lot of work. And then we have 16 old albums and the new one. We have 17, and this does not fit. We need 18 and then we make completely we had a lot of remixes we had in the past and also new one, and then we make a completely new remix collection with remixes and put it specially exclusive inside that box.
Okay, good. So this new album is called Destination. Simple question, destination to where? To nowhere, to
where? Yeah, this is a good question.
The idea.
It's not the end stop. It's a stop between. It's not the end. It's not the end. Yeah.
Not like Hypocrisy is the final chapter, but they continue after.
No.
Okay. I have a question about the guitarist. Since the departure, I was sad. I tell you, I'm nostalgic about the period with Matthias Hechler, your previous guitarist and singer on clean vocals, aside Felix, of course, on growls. And since this time, after you had Connie Andreska and Tosse Bassler, excuse me for the bad accent, Tosse Bassler in guitars and voice. But after they also leave the band they left the band in 2018 and 21 for Connie. But since 2015, it's Rolf Munkes, the lead guitarist, Rolf Munkes. And you have one just guitarist in studio, but maybe not in live. But on vocals, you don't have now clean vocals. And Felix has make a lot of job, especially on the new one, because he makes all, especially in the Typo Negative cover song. I like very much the fourth track. My girlfriend. Excuse me. And so why is it this choice not to have another singer, or maybe Rolf Munkes can't sing with clean vocals like Matthias? I'm nostalgic of Matthias. So tell me why you stay with just one guitarist, and but maybe in live you have two guitarists, I think.
No.
We
have only one. Yeah, back to the roots. When we start Crematory, we were also only 5 people, 1 guitar player.
Yeah.
The main problem is Matthias was an amazing guitar player and an amazing singer. And Tosse and Conny are also really good, but they don't reach the high limit what Matthias did. And there were a lot of fans who said, we miss Matthias, and they can't close the whole what happened when Matthias is gone. And then we talk, and then when Conny left the band, we sit together and think about to get a new one which sing clean or not. And then we're at the situation that Felix asked me, said, Markus, I want to do a record alone again. For Inglorious Darkness. And said, okay, we try this. It will be hard. But it worked really good. And the response, what we get from our fans, are amazing. No one is missing clean vocals on the last album, and on the new album also not. Because Felix does develop his style, and we tried different things on the last album, and now we work only at the details. And for me, did Felix for the new album a perfect job.
Okay, because sometimes he changes his voice, he growls less, and more alternative vocals, narrative vocals, and especially he plays his voice differently sometimes, and so it's not only growls, but and especially in the new one, Destination. And so we speak about the cover song of Typo Negative. Why is it? I know you used to make some cover songs. I remember Depeche Mode, Black Celebration. But you like to make some cover songs, so why this choice? And personally, did you know? Have you met in the past Typo Negative guys, Josh Silver and Peter Steele, rest in peace? Personally, I interviewed them several times, and they were so friendly. And I was shocked when he died. Peter Steele, I keep a good image of him, and Josh Silver too, and Kenny K, etc. But did you know them? Did you tour with them? Did you meet them in some festival in the 90s when they have their
What's the reason? Okay, I tell you, we last year we drove to the to a festival in the Czech Republic.
Okay.
And in our tour bus, we were sitting together, and by driving, we listened to an old style gothic metal collection CD in the bus. Where is Paradise Lost, Tiamat, Amorphis, Moonspell.
Sisters of Mercy, maybe? Sisters of Mercy.
Again?
Sisters of Mercy.
Mercy?
Sisters of Mercy. Sisters of Mercy.
Sisters of Mercy. Yeah, no. It was really gothic metal, what we had in the 90s. And then we played My Girlfriend's Girlfriend. And I hear that, and then I talked to the guys, said, why not? We did Sisters of Mercy, Temple of Love, we did Black Celebration, Depeche Mode, and it will be time to do a new cover version. And why not Pete Steele and Type O, because we know Pete Steele. We played a lot of shows and festivals together with Type O in the 90s.
Okay.
We had a good relationship. We had a lot of good after show parties with them.
With wine. He liked the French wine, I remember.
And I thought this song fits perfect for Crematory. We make it 5 beat BPM faster.
It's heavier also.
Then it's the Crematory beat. And I think this song fits perfect to Crematory, and I have directly the idea to ask Michelle Darkness for guest vocals, but he's perfect for that one. Yeah.
Okay.
And I said, okay, we try this song. When we were back 3 days later, did the cover version for instrumental, sent it to Michelle. Yeah, said, Michelle, please sing the vocals. Give it to Felix, said, please sing the vocals completely. And then I did the mix between both.
Okay, so 2 singers. Okay, I did not know there was Michelle Darkness featuring. Okay. Okay, yeah. Good. So it's heavier because in the October Rust album, the guitars are less, are lighter. They are not heavy like on Bloody Kisses. Yeah, but your reversion, yeah, it's heavy, heavy, and with just one guitar. Okay. But the 2 singles, this Destination. I noticed you play, not you, but the guys, guitarist and bass player, play with white instruments, and there is another single, the new one in German, where Welt aus Glas. It means a word of glass, if I'm right.
Yes.
Something like that. But the guitars are black, and it's not the same melody, the same music. Maybe Destination is more direct, and Welt aus Glas is more dancing, like in the club in Germany. You have a tradition of gothic metal, and you can dance. It's very. Tell me more about these 2 choices of the single with the label. I guess.
Yeah, we do this since a long time. We want to do it, make an album interest. For example, we have some traditional gothic metal mid-tempo songs.
Yeah.
We have melodic death metal songs, which are harder.
Yeah.
And we have some electronic stuff. Yeah. For example, Welt aus Glas and 2 or 3 other songs. We want to make a good mix between this stuff, what we have, to make the complete album interest.
Okay.
And to use German lyrics, to use English lyrics, to use hard stuff, to use melodic stuff, to make a good balance between all.
Yeah. And you reach it. Yeah. And I remember also sometimes in the past you recorded some only German songs in the past.
We did this 2 times.
Yeah.
We did this on Klagebilder album. I think it was 2005.
Yeah, I have the digipack, not here, but I remember. Yeah.
With the first one, 96, with the same titled Crematory album.
Yeah. So you may. So I wanted to know, how do you work? We can say your wife is Catherine, the keyboard player, and she plays on a guitar on the video of the new single. But on stage she doesn't play with. She play on not classic keyboards. She doesn't play on guitar, if I'm right, live.
No.
Yeah.
This is only for the video. No, this is fake. This is only for the video.
It's playback. Okay, like in the 80s. You remember in the 80s, people playback. Okay.
No, this was only a show effect for the video. She didn't play this. She play real keyboards on stage. Not this one. It's only for video.
Yeah. So for Welt aus Glas, but I wanted to know her. How does she work for the composition in general? For the composing, it's you first with the programming, and after you play with acoustic drums, or she arrives, she brings you ideas with she tests a lot of things on keyboards, on synthesizers. Because you are a wife and a husband, so how do you work for the sound to read? Because I like her melodies. Her sounds on keyboards. It's the sound of Crematory.
We try. It's at this time, it's really easier to work as in the 90s, because you work today completely with the computer. That means she plays the keyboards in the computer. You have a program where you can switch cheap, high, down, right, left. You can put on drums programming. You can play guitars. You can move how you need and try different things.
All is possible.
And it's much more easier to work, and you can try different things. 20 years ago, you have to be in the practice room and to play on real drums and everything. Was really, really hard. At this time, in modern times, you compose the stuff at the laptop or the computer, and you can work with different instruments, different sounds, and you can move it how you need it. And try different things, and this makes it much more easier.
And what do you think about the arrival of AI, artificial intelligence? Because now it's here, and a lot of new songs arrived on internet, but this is not the artist, this program by AI, and it's and a lot of artists. I have the feeling that this last month, a lot of people, a lot of artists are very worried about that for the future of the artist and the human music, because people who listen to that, if I put all those elements of a music, ChatGPT can make a song of Crematory, if I say walls, synthesizers, gothic metal, and I'm a lot of artists, Céline Dion, Canadian singer, famous, she's worried about that, and a lot of metal music, a lot of people, artists, are worried about the future. What do you think about the use of AI on music?
I didn't work with that stuff till now. I'm old style. I don't know exactly. I don't know. I did not take a look till this time at KI. I'm old style. For me, it's better to be creative, to work with instruments,
like
to make
tool.
music.
Tool.
I'm old style. I think I'm too old for KI to work music with that. It's possible much more for the younger generation. For me,
but for the creation, it's very. We have to be worried, because for the creation there will be no creation. Like students who work at school, they just give a paper to the teacher, and it was made by ChatGPT. You understand? So the music arrived on Spotify and Deezer and all platforms nowadays, and we can believe it's you, but it's not you. In fact, the author, the artist, by EA. And it's very dangerous for the creation. There won't be creation, human creation by you in your studio, like your tools. It will be made by computer, and no, that's the problem.
Okay. When I have time, I will ask my girls. It's possible that they can show me how it works, but till this time, I have no idea about this.
Because for the royalties, for the business, if all is made by you, by this EA, by a program, by persons, but badly intention, you understand? Badly intention to make your identities and to make believe it's you, but it's a fake. It's a fake of Crematory, for example. For example, Céline Dion is worried about that. Céline Dion.
We have to wait till the first Crematory fake song will be released. How it sounds. We have to see how it sounds. I don't know. I have no idea how it works.
Not me exactly, but it's arriving in the world.
But one thing I can tell you, when you have a Crematory fake song, it does not have my soul.
Exactly. You have your touch, of course. So we said Felix makes a lot of work. I wanted to know about the place of the bass player, because I've noticed a lot of bands nowadays, when there are keyboards, sometimes they don't use a bass player, because keyboards replace the bass and it's too big. How do you work with your bass player and the space of the keyboards to make the mix? Is not easy. Bass is very important because in the rock classic formation, maybe.
I tell you now a secret. We also don't use a real bass on the record. We had a programmed bass, a synthesizer programmed bass, because it's more fat, and you can do from the sequences much more better mix with that. It's difficult enough when you have a complete drum set, and you have different guitars. And when you have a separate acoustic bass, it's also because the bass collides with keyboard sounds. And when you have a programmed synth bass, you can switch the notes. And then it works perfect together.
Okay, but so live, there will be Oliver Revilo on bass on stage. Okay.
Yeah, live we have a normal bass player. But live is live, record is record. Yeah, we are a real live band. We have no playbacks. We have samples, but Catherine is do the samples and play keyboards live, but we don't have completely playbacks.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to use that, and this is the reason also why we have a normal bass player on stage.
Okay. You will say hello to Catherine. I know she's worried. She's busy by the promotion, but for America with Felix, you split the team for the promotion of the new album. So what do you want to add about Destination? It will be available in May. So the box set, different version, bonus track, earbook, 2 LP vinyl, 12 tracks, and the other albums in a box if, for the fans who don't have to discover or to have. But what do you want to add about Destination album? And can we hope to see you live in France soon?
Yeah, so we start now in May to play
a German
I
tour.
think 12 shows, in Germany.
Kaiserslautern first.
We play some festivals in summer, and we work at this time on it to make a second part to play shows with the rest of Europe.
Okay. And summer festivals in France, maybe this summer, 25?
I don't know. We have a new booking agency.
Okay.
It was bullshit because it switched at the beginning of the years, and now it's really happy to get some slots on the festivals.
It's too late.
I think festivals will be much more better for next year.
Yeah.
We play also Wacken next year again, the 10th time. The 10th time we play in Wacken.
A special show.
Special show we did, yes. I have some idea.
Good.
For example,
some guests.
It's possible to get Matthias for some
because what is he doing, Matthias? And we are going to conclude. But Matthias was in Sheet of Brains or something like that, a band.
Matthias has a new band. It's called Amiens.
Okay.
It's a technical thrash metal band with members from Cynic from America.
Okay.
With members from Cynic, from Meshuggah, with Pestilence from Holland.
And what's the name you say? What's the name?
Amiens.
Okay.
Amiens, yeah, it's new. I met him last week.
Okay.
And he gave me the album and the promo stuff and asked me to organize a record deal for them.
Okay.
But it's really hard stuff. It's really hard stuff. And it's completely technical stuff. It had nothing to do with Crematory.
Yeah. But okay.
It's really interesting. And I said, okay, I try my best to get a deal for him to see what I can do for them.
Okay.
And for the 10th shows in Wacken, it's possible. I have the idea to ask him that he come with us and to play 3 or 4 songs with us together. To play old songs. And
the Fallen, for example.
we can do that also on other festivals when he's interested to do that.
Okay. After it's a problem of planning. Okay.
Yeah, as a guest musician, or and especially also next year, we have 35 years Crematory.
Yeah.
And we bring a new best of album with new songs also, and make a best of tour and best of festivals next year.
Okay,
and this will be a good idea to bring Matthias for some shows.
Yeah.
We will see.
Good idea, or okay, but and or Michel Darkness, okay, but yeah, a lot of things possible. Thank you very much. I let you, and Matthias is welcome to make his promotion on the Metal Ops TV for when he will be ready for his album and new plan. He is welcome for an interview. He's welcome on my channel.
Okay.
Okay, I thank you very, very much, Markus, for your time. I have so many questions, but the time is time. So thank you. Good luck with this new album and the German tour, and we hope to see you live in France. Really.
Thanks for your support, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Markus. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.